Magic rings by hex. Whenever the letter O occurs in an answer, it acts magically on that word. One kind of ring makes an answer shrink or grow by one letter into a new word. So worn could become won or sworn in the grid. Another kind changes an answer into its homophone. CHORD, C-O-R-D, could become CHORD, C-H-O-R-D, or CHORD, C-O-R-E-D. And the third, most powerful one, transforms an answer into an anagram. Horse could become shore. Two diagram entries crossing on a ring will undergo the same spell. Not quite sure what that means. I think that... okay, I think I know what that means. But not entirely sure. Answers whose lengths are withheld to make discovery of the rings more cryptic include 4 capitalised words. New grid entries include 1 capitalised word and 1 2-word phrase. So yes, it's plus a letter, minus a letter, homophone or anagram. If it's got an O in it, something is going to happen to the word. Allow me first go to all the clues when I get stuck. Over to you. But for now, here we go. April 2004, this is from. Archer, no O's. Got any O's? No. Native of Ireland admitted by doctor. Native of Ireland admitted by doctor. Doctor's probably DR. And so I need Ireland, which I want to be Erin or Air. So if it's that, no, Derin. Okay, what about MD for that instead? Merind? Is a Merind a thing? It's probably going to be an O in it. When there's a gimmick, I always try to make one across obey the gimmick because it makes it harder to get into the puzzle. Oh, it's admitted by a doctor anyway. Going to come back to that one. That was Merida, not Merinda, I think. But she was Scottish. Wee lassie, I think. True lass, word lass again, back in port in Africa. True lass, back in port in Africa. Okay, port in Africa feels like that's going to be the definition. Lass back, so girl, gal, something like that. I want it to be gal back, so it becomes lag. But true could just be T, but to lag, it's not a port in Africa. This is going well. I really, really want one of these clues. I haven't got the paper copy to hand. That's a mistake. I will load up the paper copy. No, it's within reach. I can subtly scuttle off whilst I look at clue 11. Fairy tale giant fish. Fairy tale giant fish. Well, a fairy tale giant's usually an ogre. And there is a fish called a gar. Whenever it occurs in an answer, it acts magically on that word. One kind of ring makes an answer. I don't think so. Ogre sort of. I was wondering if it was working on the word play somehow, because there is a gar, which is a fish. Ogre, but I don't think it is. Is there a gr fish? Evening, Caroline. How was? He says. There we go. How was the conference in Oxford on Friday? It looked really good, and now I have massive FOMO, and I wish I'd gone. There was a lovely conference in Oxford, which John Finnemore, Susie Dent, Alan Connor, and lots of Eccles. Lots of people from this stream might know Eccles from the Independent, that sort of thing. He was there. Lots of crossworders. It was all about puzzles in literature, and I wish I'd gone. Good. I'm glad it was good. I am just checking that I've not missed out half the clues, for example. Like, have I done something very silly with the clues? No. True lass, back in port in Africa, fairy tale, giant fish, big Guarding men in blue, dog gets confident. I can occasionally solve clues. I'm just not making it seem that way right now, just for fun. Guarding men in blue, dog gets confident. 2 words. So I want men in blue to be like cops, and then a dog to go around it to be like cur or something like that. Sorry to hear that, Matt Clemson. Do we know... I was going to say, do we know in terms of its length if it's always plus or minus 1, but we don't, because the homophone could change it by quite a bit. Men in blue. Is that going to be Dems? Dog. Is that going to be a cur, or is it going to be something like a pug or chihuahua? Gets confident. I feel like the answer's confident there. 2 words, but it's something sure. Doing well. 13. Octet. Confused about that Spanish flirt. What, my lovely chat, is that in Spanish, please? I couldn't even tell you what that is in French either. If you know that, is it going to be something like... I'm not going to be La. Louis S. So... 2000 Arch. I believe it was the year 2000. S-S-O-S-A. Okay. Yes, the lovely Rachel Matter do the cryptic on a Sunday. Cryptic Sunday, funnily enough. Octet around something like S. S's is like cosset or something. Flirt must be the definition. Has anyone got 13? Someone must get 13. Escort, cosset. I want it to be. Can't even think they have it. First letter, please. Oh, that's it. You know the word, but not the spelling. That's going to make this interesting, isn't it? And Caroline might have it as well. Interesting. The other that. So is it going to be like about that? Now, about that or something? Or is it just going to be that is that? You think it's flirt as a noun. Okay. 2 letters, please. First 2 letters, please. Go for a hand. Tell me an entirely different Spanish word. So, start CO, which not particularly surprised by, because it's going to be an anagram of octet confused. Co-chatted or something like that. Okay. Next letter, please. I'm going to get this, whether it kills me or not. Oh. So Spanish flirt is your definition. So that is que then, and it's an anagram of octet about coquette. Okay. That's got an O in it. So it needs to be enacted upon. So it's either plus or minus a letter. I don't think it could be minus a letter. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And coquette is only 8. So it needs... It's not going to just put an S on the end, is it? That would be a bit rubbish. Homophone? Coquette, a small cock. Chicken. Or an anagram. Well, it can't be an anagram, so I need to add a letter. So, well, I know it's got to get entered in a funky way. It's got to have a letter added or be a homophone. I'll have to come back to it. 14, 6-letter entry for this. Beatnik's personal computer nabbed by police. Beatnik's personal computer nabbed by police. Personal computer, probably PC. So cops. What is a beatnik? That's my next question. Let me look up what a beatnik is, because I know the word and I don't know what it means. A member of the beat generation. That doesn't help me. Bohemian poets, etc., who in the 1950s dissociated themselves from the aims of contemporary society. Okay. Okay. So, personal computer, probably a PC. By police. All I can think of is cops for that. First letter, please, Catus. I can solve clues. Honestly, I can. I just haven't here. H. Another word for cops that begins with H. Another word for police. Oh, it could be to police, of course, rather than... So it could be the verb rather than the noun. But I've currently got hogs going round my head. So if you police, you enforce the rules. Second letter, please. I mean, hippie. A beatnik would be a hippie. But the personal computer's sort of gone, and I don't get what the rest is. H-E. A hedonist? No. Of course, it doesn't have to be 6 letters that I'm going towards, does it? So police. If you police something, you... Heist. Next letter, please. Hens. Hep. Okay, so if that's... Oh. Hepcat is a word. That's a word. Hepcat is a word. Hepcat. A hipster. There you go. Another term for a hipster is a hepcat. And so it's PC. In the heat. The heat are after me. The police are after me. There you go. No O's in there, so it's entered normally. Dress for crashing bore. Happy with that one. I can do this one. Hooray! Sound that I'm giving myself a fanfare. Go for 16. Dress for crashing bore. Go for 16. It is an anagram of bore. It is a robe. Now, of course, we can't just put robe in. It's got an O in it. So, either we need to put an extra letter in, or a homophone. Can't be an anagram because it's not got enough letters. So, probe. Could be probe. Actually, that's feeling pretty good. As it were. As a word. Think about the things you say, Dan. Think about it. Just occasionally engage your brain. Splitting meat. Understand about greens. Splitting meat. Understand about greens. 7 letters in the grid for this. Understand. Get, ken, see, and understand about. So it's probably... Understand is probably reversed. So, yes. So, that's a good question from you there, Joe. That's 1 across, that's 6 across, because that's 1 across and 6 across in this row. We've got 11 and 12 across in this row. 13 across is the only entry in this row, and so on and so forth. And the same with the down. So we've got 1 down, 22 down, 2 down, 19 down, so on and so forth. Because it's too difficult to write the numbers in the grid. They just get in the way. So it could be C, get, which could be tag. Oh, vegetables. Yes, okay, the meat is going to be veal. No, because... Okay. Can it be vegetables? Because we got get as the understand. Veal is there, but there's a B in the middle. Don't think it can. No. So the meat will probably be pork, beef, lamb. And about could be circa or ish. Come back to that one. Johnson divides tasks with tunes. So that'll be Al Johnson, I assume. Divides tasks, which will be chores. And you get chorals or chorales. Those will be the tunes. So Al is your Johnson, dividing tasks, so going in the middle of chores. You get chorales. It's got an O in it, but just checking that that means what I think it means. Yes, a simple harmonised composition. So that's fine. That works. 18 across goes here. Chorales, chorals, probably going to drop a letter, 7 letters in the thing. So I think if it had to drop one, it would drop just the extra E to go to chorals. Is it done revoltingly? Is it done revoltingly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a punny one. It's got a question mark. So is it going to be like uprising or it can't be uprising? But yeah, something like that. Is it going for that form of revolt, as in the civil unrest, or is it going for revoltingly, as in like some form of revolt? No, I'm thinking of revolving, aren't I? Is it done revoltingly horribly? First letter, please. I don't like the 18 entry. Okay, interesting. First letter for S. Is it done revoltingly? Seceding. Next letter, please. Rioting. Next. Sedition? Is it sedition? If it is, I don't get it. You're now getting it. Okay. Next letter, please. What is the vowel? Well, still think it's... Next. If it's a T, I'll be upset. Is it sedition? Oh! It is sedition. Because it's an anagram of is it done? Oh, that's very nice. Okay, that's irritating. S-E-D-I-T-I-O-N. That's an anagram of is it done revoltingly. So it's telling you to anagram is it done because it's in a revolting state. And then the whole clue is the definition of sedition. It does. It's an interesting clue, Joe, in that the whole clue is both the wordplay and the definition. So you sort of have to read it twice in a way. Okay, it's got an O in it. I'm going to go with addition. That is my guess. I'm going to lose a letter. 24. Rating in About Mary causes hitch again. Rating in About Mary causes hitch again. So in the original, which I haven't copied over, About Mary is in italics, so I assume there's a programming of that name. Causes hitch again feels like the definition, or just hitch again. So re-snag, it's re-something or other, probably. A rating could be a sailor, so it could be an ab or a tar. About is probably C. Mary, what is Mary going to be? Like Madonna, Mary Jane, marijuana. Rating in C, and then something else causes hitch again. Re-wed. How many letters have I got in this grid? 7 in this entry. Should it? It doesn't say so in my clue. Going to come back to that one. But that's how I think it's working. I think about will be C, Mary will be something like that. I don't know what Mary will be. Brothers straddling North Carolina horses. This one I can do. Brothers straddling North Carolina horses. I've got that one. I'll give that a few seconds. Kate has got it. This one is more straightforward. It's got more than one O. So does that mean there's 2 things we're going to have to change? Because it says whenever the letter O occurs in the word, it acts magically on the word. So how are we now? This one's got 2 O's in it. Are we going to have 2 changes here? I think we could. I wouldn't put it past text to do that. Go for 28. So brothers, or familiar, bros. North Carolina is NC. So put that in bros. You get Broncos. Hang on, where does the extra O come from? Hang on, I had Broncos. Now, I'm not looking at the chat just in case I've got it wrong. Brothers, that's just Bros. No, N for N. And can Carolina be CO? Right, going to look at chat and see if... Oh, Bronx. Fine. I didn't know a bronc was a thing. Not heard of a bronc. He's looking it up. Ooh, it's not in Chambers. North American English Informal for Bronco. Fine, okay. So, the definition is literally Bronco. I feel like a homophone. It's probably just the Bronx. That would be my guess for that one. Go for 29. No, don't go for 29. Ensure moving of bears. Ensure moving of bears. Yes, happy with 29. Go for 29. Now you can go for 29. It's an anagram. Moving being an anagram indicator here. So ensure is going to be moving. And then it's going to be of bears. Have we got you interested, effrontery? Erskine, that is of bears, and it's an anagram of ensure. No O's in that, so I could just plonk that right in. Mafia chief in crimes with thrill seekers. Is this going to be hedonists? Yes, this is Don in heists. Premonition, all the words I said earlier have come to pass. Okay, the Mafia chief is a Don. Crimes are heists and make thrill seekers hedonists. There we go. So that's funny. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 9. So it's not plus or minus a letter. So it's probably an anagram. Anagram of hedonists. Okay. What is that anagram going to be? Shine. Stod shine. Dot shines. Theists. No, too many T's in that. Shoddiness? Something-ness? Dothiness. Thoddiness. Liari, good evening. Good evening, good evening. First letter of the anagram, if you've got that. Do we think it's an anagram? There's a straight one. D. Dethroned, no. Dest. Second letter, please. Dentohiss. Dishonest. Dishonest. There we go. Now I see. I like your clues, Arch. They blooming annoy at times, but they are excellent as well. Dishonest is your anagram of hedonists. Dishonest is also an anagram indicator, also true. But then most things are an anagram indicator. Small sheep adopted by Ruby and mended. Small sheep adopted by Ruby and mended. Now, a small sheep is a lamb. Red, lamb in red. Small could be. It could also be. It could also be. Could be that. SRAM. SU for small sheep. Adopted by Ruby. I want Ruby to be red. So we've got lamb. Mended. Yeah, okay, it's that one. It's the one I've got my thing on. It is that one, in fact. So if I now put that in red, you get re-sewed. If you re-sew something, you probably mend it. So S for small, the type of sheep is a U, EWE. Put that in red for Ruby, and you get mended. No change there. Gratuitous charge about Republican. Gratuitous charge about Republican. Happy for that. Go for 32 if you've got it. I'll give you the clue that there's no change. There's no O's. It's going straight in the grid. It's not much of a clue, really, is it? But when we get it, it's going straight in the grid. Republican is R. A charge is a fee. Put an R in fee for free. And if something is gratuitous, it is free. A much appreciated effrontery, indeed, at this time of, I was going to say at this time of year, just always now. Fortune tellers in department store speaking. Okay, fortune tellers in department store speaking. I know this department store. Go for it. So the definition is going to be fortune tellers. It's not going to be profit. It's something that begins with S. And it's an American department store. I'm assuming it's still going. I associate it with a catalogue. Sears, S-E-A-R-S, is the department store. And it's going to turn into Sears, S-E-E-R-S, the fortune tellers. Because it's speaking, so we say it out loud. And they say the same thing. Who hasn't, Catus? Who hasn't? Sets are adapted for movies in the theatre. Sets are adapted for moves in the theatre. Yeah, receipts. That's an anagram of sets are. So it's adapted. If you move someone in a theatre, you annoy them and you reseat them. I don't think I've ever been asked to move seats in a theatre, so that's good. Clever yellow cockroach. Clever yellow cockroach. What is going on here? Cannot assume that it's a 5-letter word, can we? We cannot assume it's a 5-letter word with an H there because of shenanigans. Yellow, I want to be Y, as in Roy G. Biv. So clever, if that's smart, and then so smart, and then Y, you get smarty, and then you get a cockroach. So we need a smaller word for clever. Matt, you're my clever little cockroach. You're my clever yellow cockroach. First letter, please, Catus. Firsty lettery. This is a bit mean. Interesting. Next. Is it Arch? Are we going with Arch for clever? Good evening, Serial. Well, so is it Archie? Is there a cockroach called an Archie? That doesn't feel right. Is there a yellow like a coward or something like that? I know, poor Arch Davidson. Archie. There's archy, as in monarchy, and that is a combining form of word for archy, but that doesn't mean cockroach, so it's not archy. Archie was a cartoon cockroach. Oh, right, fine. Did not know that, and that does actually fit there. So that's going to just go straight in, especially if there's no O's in there, so we can just put it straight in. Bit of code 12. Bit of code 12. We don't have 12 across. 12 across goes here. So 12 might be referring to answer 12. Equally, it might just be a bit of code might be a line and then a number 12. I don't know. It could be dodec. I don't know why it would be anagram of code with a D in the middle of it, because dodec is the prefix for 12. It's not that. I'm going to run away from it. Now, this one we know is going to have a shenanigan. Well, if chorals is correct, which a few people have said, I don't like that. So let's actually take it out. It's got a P, at least there. Runners, each covered in Mexican article. Runners, each covered in Mexican article. Okay. Runners could be skis. Runners could be pacers. Pacers or racers, of course. Ha, that's fun. Little Schrodinger possibility there. Racer and pacer. Each is EA, probably covered in Mexican articles. So an L or la. Each could be a pop, couldn't it? Mexican article. Meredith's got it. First letter, please. Caroline might have it as well. L. Next. You agree with the L. Okay, well, that's a start. I mean, La Popa. Runners. Lappers? Per. Okay. Each could be per. Now, I don't know why. Third letter, please. I had. Oh, L-O. Oh, okay. L-O. Well, I still think per could be good for each. Runners. Loppers? In Mexican article, loss. You know, if you run, you lope. Sort of a lope is a sort of run, isn't it? Not the most stylish of runs, but if you can run along, you can lope along. So per in loss, for that's your Mexican article. Per in the middle of that, and you get lopers. Now we need to add a letter or do a homophone, and I think it's going to be loppers. And if you run online, you're an eloper. Nice. Reptiles bothered us again. Show us a stylish run. Well, I would do, but I couldn't be bothered. Reptiles bothered us again. Matt Clemson getting in there 2 seconds too late. Excellent. Reptiles bothered us again. Oh, okay, fine, yes. I had it from the A in the centre, but I couldn't work out why, and now I finally realised why it is in the clue. It is a straightforward clue. Bothered is an anagram indicator. Go for 4. It's an anagram of us again, and it's some reptiles. Iguanas. 5 down. Jobs in Dutch university with strings attached. Jobs in Dutch university with strings attached. What is this Dutch university? I'm currently thinking it's going to be Muppet or Puppet. Because it's got strings attached. What other things have a string attached? A kite. A marionette. Far too long for the answer, probably. Dutch university. I don't know. Jobs in Dutch. Now, Dutch could be an anagram indicator, so it could be an anagram of jobs in with then the letter U for university. And it could all mean with strings attached, but that's a horrible set of letters if that's the case. I'm going to run away. There is no 6 down, which means it is time for 7 down. What clue is 7 down? Well, if this is a kind of 7 up, this clue, 7 down. He remembered, folks. He remembered. Still no multi-million-pound sponsorship deal. Disappointing. Hack sampler of the Bells author. Hack sampler of the Bells author. Who wrote the Bells? Is that Hugo? No, I'm thinking of Quasimodo, aren't I? Who wrote the Bells, please? If you know that, let me know in the chat. Excellent emoting from everyone in the chat. And effrontery with the traditional never gets old. It must get old at some point, but today's never. Is it actually just a hidden in what I've got here? Not that I can see. Oh, it was Poe who wrote the Bells. That's not useful. Hack. Hack could be a journalist as well. As well as to hack into something, it can be a journalist. Sampler of the... So it would be like a... Oh, no. Is it this word? This is a word. A poetaster. A petty poet. A writer of contemptible verses. So a sampler of the Bells author. If Poe is the Bells author, the sampler would be a poetaster. And a poetaster... I don't know. How is it said?
Poetaster.
A poetaster is someone who writes inferior poetry. I, for example, am a poetaster. So they're a hack. And that's going to go in here. And is it going to be an anagram? I think it's going to be an anagram. But an anagram of what? So it ends in T-E-S. It's almost an anagram of Reed teapots. For some reason, I was looking at the word doggerel earlier today, Catus, and yeah, just that's a lovely word, isn't it? Doggerel. What is this? T blank S at the end. Trap. What is the first letter of your anagram candidate? Catus and anyone else. O. Operates is not long enough. What was the other anagram? Dishonest. Just wondering if there's going to be a connection between like the anagrammed words. Second letter, please. Yeah, just put the other letter somewhere in there. There it is. Opterates. Operates. Next. Oh dear. I am out of practice. This is my first one in weeks. Does it have to end TES? Could it end? It doesn't have to be a T there, does it? Because maybe addition isn't right. But I feel like addition would be next. Next. What? So operates, but with an extra T somewhere in there. Operates. Taste? Operettas? O-P-E-R-E. Operettas. Oh, that's a mean word. That's a mean word. That's mean. 8 down. Bit of sheer bunk for Highlander. Bit of sheer bunk for Highlander. I got there just before. But that's... Oh, it's got to end T-E-S. You've got a T there, an S there. Got to be T-S. No. Bunk for Highlander. So we're going for a Scottish word for a bed. Bit of sheer bunk. Bunk for Highlander. I don't have any letters. I'm probably going to come back to it. 9 down. Oh, ends in an O. Graphite in fruit sack with orange. So there's your O for orange. Graphite in fruit sack with orange. Graphite is just carbon. In fruit sack with orange. What's a fruit sack? Is it just the outer bit of a piece of fruit or something? Like the rind or the pith with orange. Sack. If you sack, you also axe. You get rid of. Could be a bag. I can definitely get 8. Okay. I mean, I did wonder if it was a hidden, because it's bit of sheer bunk. But urban, hirb, urbu, urban, not a hidden. Bit of sheer, S. And a bunk would be a cot. I even said it. It's Scott. Okay, right. So a bunk is a cot. A bit of sheer is S. So it's S, cot, Scott. It's got an O in it. So we need to add a letter. My guess is going to be Ascot. My guess is going to be Ascot there. Yeah. 9 fun words are running away. CIA operatives penning long harangues. CIA operatives penning long harangues. It's the Fed that are the G-men, isn't it? So it's not G-men. CIA operatives. Spies, spooks. If you harangue someone, you sort of... Oh, could be Scoot, could be Scout. You're all absolutely right, yeah. I'll take it out as there are a few options there. You watch, it's Ascot. You watch. So I want to put the word L in CIA operatives, and I forget what the term for those is. But if you harangue, you lambast, you chew out, you... Gonna have to come back to that. Fisher and Mr. Adams, Ms. Fisher and Mr. Adams had an affair. Okay. Well, it goes here. Ms. Fisher and Mr. Adams had an affair. Interesting. Adams, don't know. Sam Adams, the president, and I forget the first name of the president, but Isla Fisher, Carrie Fisher. It's 2 words. Right. Hints, please, about the identities of Carrie and of Fisher and Adams. Is it Carrie Fisher that I'm interested in? Get smarter. Okay. Carrie Fisher, indeed, someone. Mr. Adams, then. Oh. This is from 2004. Just to put us in a frame of reference. So anyone sort of 20 and under is unlikely to be the Adams here. I was thinking of Gomez Adams, but of course that's, the Adams family had 2 D's in it. Is there a Don Adams? Carrie Don? Because it's like that. And then that would work, wouldn't it? There is a Don Adams. Okay, well, there we go. Haven't heard of them, but I managed to piece it together. So Carrie is Fisher, Don is Adams, and Carrie Don had an affair. That's going to be an anagram by the looks of it. Carried on and NDER. Yeah, that is going to be... Oh, this is just a nice word. Coriander. Nice word. Love poetry by one across the ocean. I'll try and fit cilantro in the grid, yeah. Love poetry by one across the ocean. Is that going to be like Brit? Love poetry by one across the ocean. No, I'm going to run away from that because I want to get to this one, which looks like a more straightforward anagram. Good evening, Zamo. I've run away from it, however. Legendary steroid abuse. Is that just an anagram of steroid? And it's going to be legendary. And then, so end in... Oh. I'm assuming there's an anagram here of steroid. Something rods, die rods. No, die rots, of course. Tie rods, die rots. Okay, I don't like any of those. But hang on, there's an O, so this has been treated. This has been treated. Okay. Anagram of steroid first. I should be able to get this first. Got, but I hate this. Okay. First letter, please. I'm just looking. Steroid abuse. Legendary. So is it going to be in terms of mythology? Something like that. Next. Side rot. Okay. Next. Oh, storied. Ugh. Okay. And now, because that's your anagram of steroid. It becomes storied, as in legendary. We're not going to plus or minus a letter. I don't think it's going to be a homophone, so it's just another anagram. Indeed, Catus, what was the point of anagramming it into a word, something that we're now just going to anagram it out of? Having said that, what is this anagram? Yeah, that's so true, Michael. Back to steroid. All I've got is tie rods. Are tie rods a thing? There are no extra tie rods. Whatever we say goes with this one. None of these three letters cross. 1 2-word phrase. Yeah, that would work. Okay, let's see if I can actually get a clue. 21. I compete in railroad on a coast. I compete in railroad in a coast. I can. It's Riviera. So I vie. I compete. I vie in railroad. RR for railroad. Okay. Why does railroad go to RR? Something like railroad, because it does, and I know it does, but I don't know why. And then on A, and then you get Riviera, which means coast. Oh, rail, road. Okay, and now they've become one word. Fair enough. Riviera. Rash Rob doctored with hides. Rash Rob doctored with hides. How is that? What is the? Hang on. What's the phrasing of that? Rash Rob doctored with hides. Rash Rob doctored with hides. I don't know. Anyway, 22, anagram of Rash Rob. And it's probably going to be hides. Rash Rob doctored. Oh, it could be bro. Or orb. With hides. I want it to be an anagram of Rash Rob. But and I know it's got no in it, so I know that there is a transition that's going to be happening, a shenanigan. First letter, please. Armo et al. Almost an anagram of Hasbro. Hasbro with the letter R. Harabs. Abhors? No, doesn't begin with H. Habbers. Are those hides? Is it going to be hides? I was thinking hide as in hiding from someone, but is it going to be hide as in an animal's skin? Oh, have I? Okay. Oh, yeah. If I actually wrote down the right letters on this piece of paper, it will make it easier. Harbours, then. There's your anagram of Rashrob. Harbors. Good to see I haven't lost the touch of being a Muppet. Harbours. That's going to go in there, and I think we're going to lose a letter to get arbors for that. Remover of periods on ER. Remover of periods on ER. 23 down. So it's going to be an eraser. So eras are your periods. ER is literally ER. So eraser is something that removes. Rodent gobbles bit of sweet dessert. Rodent, is that going to be a mouse? Put an S in there and you're going to get a moose. This has got to be an anagram indicator. Sure, a homophone. It's moose becomes moose, isn't it? So rodent is a mouse. Put a bit of sweet. The first letter of sweet is S. Put that in mouse for moose. And then that sounds like moose. Now, then you're left with 2 O's in there. Do you have to do it again? No, you don't. That's just a side case. 26. Rockstar's first note. Rockstar's first note. So hang on, it's not rockstar all one word, it's rock star's first note. Okay, so is that... I wanted to be onset, but it could be inset. Star's first is S. and then note, and then anagram it, we get onset. But where's the definition if we do that? Note. It's T. You're getting it. Hints then, please, Matt et al. Whilst you do that, I'm just going to quickly say 27. It's my favourite. Passes out some tests inside. It's inside some tests. It's meets. METES. If you pass out, you meet. So that is my favourite. And very pleasingly, that's the first hidden spotted. We can add that to the counter. Think about my deaf and worship 26. Okay. Rock. Could be unseat, maybe. If note was the definition, where is that? Okay, if that is onset, it could be an anagram of tones or something, or stone. There you go. It's stone. Note becomes tone. Okay, stars first is S, and note is a tone, which also happens to be an anagram of note. But you get stone, and that is a rock. Now, the shenanigan is we anagram it, and we get onset. So that's what's going on. Joe's got it. Joe's got it. Points for Joe. Have a point. Okay, back to the acrosses. Native of Ireland, admitted by doctor. Okay, well... I know there's no indicator needed for the note becomes tone, but it's annoying because it is also an anagram of it. It just annoys me. Oh, sorry. It still annoys me. Native of Ireland. Well, a Dubliner maybe. Limerickian. Admitted could be fest. No, right. Let's go to this one. Giant tail, fairy tale giant fish. It's got an O, so this is being shenaniganed. Lopers as options, does it? Okay, well, I can remove loppers and lopers. I can put that. I can do that. So it may or may not have an O in it. And resender, good evening. Good evening. How is taking over the world going this evening? A report, please. I hope you're doing well, resender. Slow. Fairy tale giant fish. First letter, please, for this 11, because I know that Katus has got it. Oh, it could be elopers as well. Could it be elopers? Yes, it could be elopers. Although, did it come from elopers? I forget what loppers came from. I know it was just lopers, wasn't it? T. Ooh, okay, so there's going to be an O somewhere in here as well. A fairy tale giant. Fish. Is it tuna? Fish is to angle. Next letter, please. Trout. Is currently what I think it is, because it's a fish that begins TR. It could be turbot. No, it doesn't begin TR. But why would a fairy tale giant be a trout? Is there a giant trout in a fairy tale that I'm unaware of? Verb, my noun. To fish. Okay, so it could be to fish. So to fish is to look for something third letter, please. And this will probably be the O. There you go. Look, trounce, trot. Trow, trog, trough. Can still be a 5-letter word because we can lose the first letter. So trout could be route. I'm still only seeing trout. Next letter, please. Here we go. Let's go for the penultimate letter because I'm assuming it's a 5-letter word. Oh, a troll. So to fish is to troll? The shenanigans will be taking off the first letter and making it roll in the grid. But why is a fish a roll? Trolling is a type of fishing. Is it? So take part in online fishing? It's from 2004. Trolling as that form probably wasn't around in 2004. But okay. Okay. So that probably pushes elopers to here. Cast your line out and drag it behind you. So that is trolling. And of course, we now no longer know it as that. We know it as trollolol. Okay. Oh, a croquette. There you are. Okay, that's your better adder letter from coquette to croquette. Ah, Davy Crockett. There you are. I don't know what the setup is, but the punchline, Davy Crockett. Some form of food-based pun there. Indeed, Joe. I blame linguists. What have we got here? Bit of code 12. Bit of code 12. Why do I think one across is now America? Don't know. It was inhabitant of native of Ireland, so it can't be American. Admitted by Dr. No, I don't know what's going on there. Bit of code 12. There's not a lot of way into this upper corner. There's that, which I'm very much struggling off, this whole thing here. And then we get in through here, and then there's that. Right, hints for 2, please. Hints for 2. I feel like I'm not pulling my weight here. I do apologise. Let's call this a communal solving activity. What's number 12? It's number L. It's the number L. It's the letter L. There's half the puzzle. Bit of code is like a line. There is an O. I must remember a shenanigan has happened before here. So bit of code and then L. So it's line L, linen, any famous codes, okay, like Morse or Caesar shift or @bash cipher or Versionaire or more. I probably said Morse. Dress code, a green cross country code. I have said the thing. I'm assuming Morse because it's the right number of letters. Bit of code, but then why the L? A moral code? So is it Morse? Morsel. Okay. So a bit is a morsel, and that's code number 12. Code is Morse, 12 is L. So code Morse, 12L, put them together, get morsel, which is a bit. And we need to fit it in, and I think a morel, like the mushroom, will do nicely there. Okay, so we got this. Native of Ireland, admitted by a doctor. Okay. If there is your island, your doctor is MD. So a doctor is AMD, or it could be AMO. But then you've got Erin. Okay. A member of one of Namarind, a member of one of the indigenous peoples of the Americas, used chiefly in anthropological and linguistic contexts. They struggled for a fill, did Hex there. So there you go. It's Erin in AMD, MD being an abbreviation for a doctor. Okay, so we now know that 5 down starts with a D. Jumps in Dutch university with strings attached. Okay, D for Dutch then, U for university, with strings attached, ties, duties, oh dear. D for Dutch, that's not a thing that I've heard of before, but I can sort of see it working. U for university, with strings attached, ties are those strings, though with strings attached you'd sort of want it to be tied. But I'll allow it, jobs are duties. Okay, probably not faddy. 12, let's do 12. I have really dotted about here. I'm quite happy dotting about today. Guarding men in blue, dog gets confident. Well, cur I want the dog to be. But what's the men in blue? Guarding men in blue, cur. So... now, I'm assuming there's no O in that, aren't I? That's a dangerous assumption. And there's going to be more question marks than that in there. D for Dutch is common. Fine. I see. So they were sort of trying there, Catus. Fair enough. At least they were trying. Hang on. Yeah, okay, I will spend another minute on this one, but then I'll head to this bit. I'm going to run away from this top corner because there's lots of things that we can do down there. Men in blue. Blue collar. So that sort of thing. Dog gets confident. No. 18. Okay, so that's going to be corrals then. Instead of corrals, it is the homophone. That looks like the word oversee. So 2 down. No, 19 down, sorry. Love poetry by one across the ocean. Overseas, is that going to be? Love is O. Tennis score of 0, O. Poetry is verse. And by 1, okay, 1 is A in this context, and across the ocean is oversea, and that's going to be a homophone for oversea, where you just change the last letter to an E. 24 across, rating in About Mary causes hitch again. Okay, so rating must be R, is that right? So there's your Mary. So I want to put an R in Mary to make marry, but I don't know where this comes from. I know about is RE, isn't it? So about is RE, Mary is literally Mary, and a rating must be an R, so put R in, RE Mary for remarry. Okay, that's all fine. Movie ratings, okay, fine. And now the corner that I can't do. Let's have a look at 17. Splitting meat, understand about greens. I want it to be vegetables, but that doesn't work for various reasons. Just so many reasons. There's no O in there, so I couldn't then edit it. So it's not vegetables. Splitting meat. Veal. It isn't terrible. Right, I'll be going to 9 down second then. Understand. Ken. See. Get. About green. It is vegetal. Oh my goodness. It is vegetal because that means about greens, about green things, naturey things, living things. So it's of vegetation, vegetal. So it's get in veal. That is a word, isn't it? Right. 9 down, we have a couple of letters in it. Graphite in fruit sack with orange. Tangelo, pomelo. Of course, there is probably a shenanigan that has gone on here. Graphite in fruit sack with orange. Okay, if a sack is a bag, no, because there's going to be a shenanigan. So, fruit, fig bago, graphite. Graphite ends up being the definition. It could be a shade of black, of course. First letter, please. I have not yet effrontery, hoping I'll probably be watching it with a friend Sundays after the fact. So I'll be watching the first one on Sunday. I hope it's good. I hope you enjoyed it. P. But I do love Demol. It's good. Good. So is the fruit going to be pear? Next letter, please. The Belgian version has issues. Talking about Demol now. Viz Demol. It was better this year. It was definitely a step up. If you watch Viz Demol, the Dutch version of Demol, it was definitely better than it has been in a while. But there are still massive issues that made me just go, I don't know whether I'm going to watch it next year. But then I said that last year as well, and I still watched it this year. But there's things that they play for €4, or just they play anyway. Dan, you're here to solve a crossword. PL. The prize budget is one of the big annoyances, as you could tell. Next, please. I don't really know where the definition is coming from. If it is graphite. Oh, is it plumbago? Is that a thing? I mean, that's not a thing, is it? Plumbago, a Mediterranean and tropical genus of ornamental plants. Fine. So I'm assuming any plant of this genus. I'm assuming. Oh, it also means graphite. What? Plumbago means graphite. Flippin' heck. Okay. So the fruit is plum, sack is bag, and then orange is O as in Roy G. Biv. Now, plumbago has got a very, very nice deletion that can just become lumbago, the back problem. So that's going to be what's happening there. But plumbago meaning graphite, get in the sea. That is... nothing wrong with it. It's an advanced crossword, but even so, for a hex, that's quite tricky. What do we got here for 16 across? Okay, dress for crashing bore. I'm going with me probe. Everybody, it's me probe. Probe. So. 8 down. So we got Scott. Could be Scoot. Could be Ascot still. Don't know. What is this? 10 down. CIA operatives penning long harangues. What? First letter, please, for this. What is the name for the people who do the CIA? It's not. Is it the feds? Is it the? I have stuck my probe in. Yeah, I have absolutely Stuck my probe in S. Spiels. Could be an O, of course, but this doesn't feel like an OE word. Is it Spiels? Why is it? Oh, so it's spies. Hadn't spotted that at all. I'd have been there for hours. Okay, Spiels is spies with L in it. What is this then? 6. True lass back in port in Africa. Hans has it. Okay. Excuse me. I think, given that this looks like something like pumps up, so I'm going to put an S here because I think it's something with an S and then ending in up. So I think this is Ascot. So I'm going to put Ascot in, and now I've got this. Are we happy with that? I mean, umps. Are men in blue umps? And a dog is a pup. Is that what we're going to do? Umps. So it's pup with umps in it. Sorry, darting around. Sorry, so 12. Men in blue must be umps in a pup for a dog. And if you get confident, you pump up. No changes there. There's no O in it. And that gives us this. Lass back in port in Africa. Oh, I've got goals. I've got foals. But because of course there's going to be a shenanigan. True. Lagos is the port, so goals. Why? So it's gal. It's the lass back. Oh, so true is so. Yeah. So gal, true lass, all of that back. So gal is reversed, and a port in Africa is Lagos. It's got an O in it, so the shenanigan there is it's an anagram. There's no meta puzzle or anything like in this one. All we had to do is fill in the grid. So that is the Magic Rings puzzle by Hex. I would agree there. I would agree. Not Hex's finest work, just I think because of the grid fill, and then some of the clues weren't their best, but still a nice puzzle and nice to have some shenanigans.